Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And please, please, please help me welcome my wonderful co-host, Val of Dragonfly Crystals. And happy anniversary, Val!
Happy anniversary! 2 years of messages for light workers, and we never missed a show. This has been on every single week without stop for 2 years.
104 weeks.
That is that is a huge milestone. 2 years.
2 years. And the guides have never failed us yet.
As again today, on the weirdest subject, they came together.
Yes, absolutely. It was, Val was backstage going, "Oh, you can't make this shit up."
Really can't. You really can't.
Yeah, you absolutely can. So thank you to those of you who have joined us. Hello, Heavenly Blessed Honey and Dora Smith, Linda Service, Diana Oil Painter. Hello, Diana. Artist Liz, Suzanne Grigsby. So you guys, we've Innocent Potato, Charlie C. Sage of Fire. Thank you for being here with us and for sharing this milestone with us.
Oh,
and hello, Miss Ray. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So we are excited to bring you today's message. And I don't know if we're going to have a chance later on to do any and take any questions or whatnot. But I will say though, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, please either get in touch with Val, get in touch with me. We both do private personal readings. You can, book 30 minutes, you can book an hour, and there is an awful lot of information that comes through during that time. And I don't know if Val records it, but I know that I record the readings and I send you the link afterwards so that you can refer to it anytime that you need to. In case things come up, you forget things and whatnot. So there you go. Our purpose here today is tell them what you got, Val. Tell them what you got.
Well, I was sitting there asking the light worker angels and guides. I said, "What is it? What topic? What topic today?" And I just heard galactics. I said, "What? What galactics?" They're just getting these big, huge, explosive topics for some reason now. They're really opening up. The lid is off the box. And I said, "Okay, galactics. Do you have any more to tell me on that?" And I really could not get any. They're big one-worder kind of people there to me. And I had this book. Barbara Hand Clow's 9 Dimensions. I had in my hand, and I started opening it up. And I got crop circles. I got sacred geometry on another page. So what are the galactic beings doing when they do crop circles? And the crop circles contain sacred geometry. It's all about communicating with us. And I realized, and I really got this, this is about us communicating with our galactic brothers and sisters, because right now they are here to support us. And I actually really oddly and strangely had a message this morning from the Galactic Federation, which I'm going to put on today. Later, I'll go on live, which is similar to this information that they just said for light workers. So this theme is carrying on. that calling in our galactic brothers and sisters in meditation and getting messages from them, inviting them in as teams of beings that can work with you, is going to raise your frequency up and assist you, because they are you. They are you. You are them. It's not like they're these foreign. No, it isn't. So, I just threw some cards really quick on that. And it is about realization.
Yes.
Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming the highest expression in this world. That kind of says it all, basically, for that message I was getting. And Marina, she was right there with me when I said galactics.
She's totally. Because one of the things that I will do before I'll said to Val, I get some of my best messages as I'm getting ready before the show in front of the mirror, and that. So there you go. So as I was reaching out, okay, what is it that you want, and blah blah blah, and yes, I got some messages, and as I sat down here, one of the things that I do is I'll generally feel whatever deck wants to pop out. That's the deck that I will pick from. So Val is talking about galactics, and the deck that I had just taken off the shelf a few minutes before she came on was the Starseed Oracle.
Which is what we all are, of course. And it's about the galactic heritage we all share.
So, absolutely. Yeah. So, all right, going along with that, I pulled a couple cards. Now, remember Val just said about the heart-centered and whatnot. Okay, so the first card that I had that came out was, and you can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up.
The Cosmic Heart. The Cosmic Heart. And the message with the Cosmic Heart is devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer.
Wow.
Well now, that absolutely. The next card that I drew was karmic relationships.
Wow.
And the message on this card is Orion energy. That's a galactic.
That's a galactic.
Polarity, soul growth, and conflict. And what drew me more than anything else to this card was there are two people that are here. You can see one right here, kind of on this earth. You could see another one right there on another earth or another planet. They are communicating. So we are, like Val said, we are the one. We are all the I am. There is nothing that separates us from anyone else.
Yeah.
And I'd said to Val, it's like the, especially when she mentioned that the galactic heartbeat. And I said, yes, that is. We are all part of that galactic heartbeat. It beats in unison for all of us. It doesn't skip and only choose a few. It does it for all of us. Mm-hmm. So I think that we are getting ready to receive the messages that our galactic friends are sharing with us and want to share with us. And I think they also want to remind us that we are bigger than just what is happening right now, that we need to connect to that higher part of ourselves, to step away from ego for a little while and realize that there is a reason that Lemuria went the way that it did.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason that Atlantis went the way that it did. There is a reason that the Roman Empire fell and the Anunnaki are not around. And it's because everything was working very well when people worked together in unison, when no one set themselves apart from someone else as being bigger, better, more important. When we all realize that we are part of the same team. You can't race a chariot if you've got two horses going in different directions. Right?
That's right.
Focused on the same thing. So they're just sort of reminding us that, look, in order to get through this, we are going to have to absolutely work together. We're going to have to start embracing the one mind, the one heart, the one way forward, which is with compassion, with unity, with love, with light, with all the positive things that we know instinctively. We know those are good. Mm-hmm. And yet sometimes we give in to that ego who says, oh, you know what? That person, their house is a little bigger than yours. That's not fair. How come their house is bigger? I don't know. We should be concentrating on the things that that make our soul growth, that make our hearts grow.
Aren't the rest distractions? Those are
yes.
Yeah. Right?
Yes. Right. At the end of the day, when you think about and if you ever think about your own funeral, what would you like people to say about her? Or what would you like people to say about you? Mm-hmm. Oh, she had the biggest house. Oh my God. Did you ever go to her house? It was fabulous. Yeah, he was great. You know what? That man put in 80 hours a week, every single week of his life. Yeah. You go to her house, you could eat off the floor.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's such a good example of when you die, you don't take that with you. What do you take with you? You take with you those things that you invest in, that is love, expanding your heart, expanding your connections, and growing in that light. That is what you take.
Yeah. And people remember how you made them feel.
Yes.
The words that you used to communicate with them, how you always made them feel like they were important, or that they had value, that you respected them, you respected their space, what it is that they had to contribute, and so on. How you would do kind things for people simply because it felt good to be kind. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it did feel good to be kind and to be.
Yes.
And you notice when you do something kind, it kind of grows your heart.
It does.
A little bigger, and you kind of feel a little expanded and a little bit more joy. It's that kind of thing, because basically you're doing something nice for that whole that you are a part of, that unity, that group, that light. You're acknowledging mirroring the light that is within someone else. How is that not delicious? And that is absolutely.
Perfect. Exactly. Look, Diana says, yeah, the pay it forward. Yeah. Today, someone plowed my driveway. I have no idea who. It was awesome because I'm on the couch with a UTI.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
And
That,
those, yeah, don't when you do those things, you feel good. Not
yeah,
only do you feel good, but you want to stay in that feeling,
yes,
right?
yes,
So you're encouraged to um, to do that over and over and over again, right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
absolutely.
Vicky Howell, Tea Garden Chicken. Hello, all of you folks that came in later. Nice to see you here. Thank you
Good
for
to
being
see
here.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
So the galactics really are saying to us, in this other communication I've gotten, they really want to send their teams of people, beings
Yes.
who will help us. And we have to actually ask them, please come on in, galactic team. I'd like to work with you on this, this, and this. Now, there are those people like Marina, for instance, who have a Council of 13 contract. She is already part of that. So she doesn't have to ask. They're just there knocking on her door saying, or
Yes.
knocking on her wall or window.
Yes.
So we're here to work with you. Hello. It's,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. You can just call them all in, say, I'm going to work with you. This is going to raise your vibration. It's going to speed your awareness and your journey into the higher frequencies by a lot, because they vibrate high.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And they're one of the things that I have found over the last little while, over the last number of years, in terms of raising my energy, is I don't get sad.
Yeah.
I don't get fearful. Things that used to scare me before don't scare me anymore.
Exactly.
It's like a sense of peace that has come in that, I don't
It's not a questioning. It's already a settled issue. There's
Yes.
no more
Yes.
question of what is truth. And your awareness is so expanded that you can't see, you might see the illusion in front of you, but it's illusion.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Don't have
the
to participate.
you
Yeah,
don't have to participate.
exactly. And
Absolutely.
I had to run out to the store yesterday, and after I was finished what I was doing, I made a quick stop at my local dollar store, just because
Because you can.
because I can. So I did. I went inside, and I witnessed the most beautiful experience, and I thought, hey, this is fabulous. There was a lady who had gone through the checkout, and she she was probably my age, so she was not a little older, and so the things that she had in her cart looked very much like little gifts or things that she was picking up, probably for the grandkids. That was the sense that I got. So she's put it all on the counter, and the cashier is ringing it all up. And when she got down to the end, the lady that was directly in front of me said, "Excuse me, I'd like to pay for that order." And shivers just thinking about it.
Me too. Oh,
And the cashier kind of looked at her funny, and the lady kind of looked at her funny. And she said, "One of the things that I like to do at Christmas is give people with their purchase. Please, it will make me feel fantastic if you allow me to do this for you.
That gave me the chills.
And I thought, what a blessing.
It is so beautiful.
What a blessing.
It really is. Oh my God, big chills.
Yes. Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. And I thought to myself, that's a great idea. You know what? When next time I come in here, when I have a little more time, I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring some extra cash with me or whatever and say, no, I'd like to pay for that lady's order. Thank you.
I mean, that was just at this time of year too, when people have to make extra expenditures, that is such a blessing to experience something like that. Yeah.
So by that one simple act, the person whose order she paid for, their spirits were automatically lifted.
Yeah, absolutely.
The cashier's spirits were lifted. I know mine were. And anybody else that was within hearing range, their spirits were lifted. So each one of us goes somewhere. I'm sharing this with you, and I'm hopefully your spirits are being lifted. So just that one
the ripples in the pond go out all the way out across the world. One little act of kindness. That one act of kindness out to everyone. I mean, it really is. Energy exists. It doesn't diminish.
No.
It exists. So it goes out. So that beautiful energy, that's how powerful we are too, by doing kind things with our energy. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's what the galactics, I think, are here to teach us. They have, in their own way, they have been through the things that we are going through.
They have. In their early days, they did go through the same kind of thing. They even had wars on their planet. So don't think they didn't go through things. They went through things.
Yeah, exactly. So they, that is why they are there, for us to reach out to and say, okay, help me. Help me with this. Help me see help me see how, maybe I may not understand my action today, but if you help me see the ripple effect of my actions today, maybe I can make more mindful decisions, or maybe I can let go of some of the expectations that I've got with those.
And that's a beautiful thought, Marina, because look at this. Say you had an experience where you yelled at a cashier. We're just going to keep that same theme going, because they weren't fast enough and you had to get somewhere. And so you were snippy with them. Is there any reason why you can't do this faster? Whatever, and you put that energy out and you hit the pond, the energy hit and the ripples start cascading out. And everyone, for instance, I'm going to use the cashier, everyone she has to serve next, she are going to be in the energy of her having that kind of energetic attack, we'll call it. And so you can see and sense out there what that ripple of that energy did. And this person, if she was shown, she or he were shown the implications of that one exchange. Well, it wasn't even an exchange. She did it to somebody. It just feeds into more of that energy for her, for the giver, the provider. She just made that bigger. She made it ripple out and made it bigger. So imagine that versus that beautiful energy of light going out and expanding. So it gets bigger. Remember, they always say energy returns to you tenfold. Every energy you send out, every energy, doesn't matter if it's that kind or this kind.
Exactly.
The universe works that way. So that would be the mindfulness exercise of saying, well, I probably don't want to speak ill or
Yeah. Or, it's funny, but I have had the times when I've been, in a lineup where the cashier might be going a little slow or whatnot. And the first thought that kind of comes to my head is, this could be their first day. This could be the first day on the job. They're still trying to figure out how to ring things in and trying to remember the process of doing 1,000 things at the same time.
Oh.
So haven't we all had that first day on the job? And would we want people to understand that it's our first day and be a little kind? Or do we want to have to deal with that boss who says, time's ticking, can we talk about taking the wind out of your sails?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the wind under somebody's wings, or do you want to be the crusher?
Yeah.
That crushes people.
Yes, exactly.
Your energy. Jeez.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Anyway, yeah.
So they're the galactics are there for us to communicate with. Our spirit guides are there for us to communicate with. The only thing that they are waiting for is for us to ask. They can't, because we all have free will. In everything that we do, we have free will. So they can't just come in and say, right, okay, no, while you're standing here at this voting booth, I'm going to need to change what I just saw you put down, because that this isn't going to turn out well. No, they stand by and they watch and they go, oh, okay. I'm here when you need a shoulder to cry on. Right? Hello, Jules Niner. Hello, Dean Kavanaugh, Sunflower Down Under, Garnet. Oh, hi, you guys.
I have to say, I have had a lot of fun experiences when I watch. I don't know if some of you know Bashar, Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar. And I'll be sitting there, and sometimes people will put the channeling on, and I'll be looking at a little segment of it, and I'll be chuckling along, and I go, oh, Bashar, you are funny as heck, but thank you. And then Bashar started coming in. I started talking to Bashar. And this has happened like over a year. He pops in. If I start talking to Bashar on this, and I just am laughing at whatever he's saying on this video, he'll come in and start talking. But that's how I'm saying that you can talk to anyone. The minute you start saying their name, or even if you don't know a galactic name, just call in your galactic team and they'll come in. But this even happens with Theo. Theo is a group of 12 archangels or something like that, that Sheila, Sheila, I think it's Sheila Gillette. She channels Theo. Even Theo has come in. So you can say, when I've been listening to that kind of stuff and I start talking to Theo, starts talking to me. So it isn't that you can't talk to all of these beings. You can absolutely talk to all of them. They will come in. They're multidimensional beings.
Yes.
If you give them the gateway and opportunity. This is what it's all about, opening up and saying, come on in, let's have a conversation. Do you have anything to share with me? Would you like me to know anything? This is how and I say this out loud in meditation, and they come in, just like today with the Galactic Federation. It was actually Ashtar came in. Would there even be an Ashtar? Do I even know if there's an Ashtar? I don't know, but I know from the time I was a little kid, I was attracted to that stuff that said Ashtar command.
Yes.
I was just drawn to it like a magnet.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
That's all. That's what I know.
Yeah.
So,
And yes, Garnet, yeah, but Bashar is he's short and yes, bald headed, but uh, yeah, and Bashar is as funny as they come, and very
yeah,
very on point.
yeah.
And Eleanor says, yeah, she thinks that Theo talks to Tom Timur as well.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure Theo does because he gets around. And
mhm,
Theo, that group of 12 archangels, if you already connect with archangels anyway, you're going to get conversations with Theo. You know, you may or may not know you're talking to Theo. He may not identify himself as them as
yes,
Theo, but they will come in and talk to you. The only reason for sure I knew it was Theo is because I was watching a Theo thing and and then this voice it started talking to me. I said, "Is this Theo?"
yes, yeah, yeah,
Because
because you know what? To them, that self-identification or
they
that
don't
name
they,
isn't
they don't it's not
it's not
relevant.
important. Yeah,
It's not
it's totally
important.
irrelevant. It's the message and the feeling of the message that
Yeah,
is important. The
exactly.
name is they give us the name because
Because we
when
think we have to have a label, a
yes,
name that
yes,
identifies something with,
yeah,
but they're not identified that
yeah,
way. So it's funny.
yes,
Yeah. So I think that's hilarious to know that this is out there. Your communication with them is that easy. It's not
yeah,
like you have to do special exercises for 10 years to get to now you
no,
just sit down and you channel. You just start having a normal conversation and
mhm.
boom.
That's yes, exactly. Exactly. And you don't have to spend time in, meditation is not, sitting cross-legged and going, that
Yeah, you don't
if that's what you do and if that works for you, that's great. But that is not the one and only way to reach the meditation. So
I haven't done that kind of meditation in
a
years and
long
years
time.
and years because my meditation is just you ground, you center, you surround
Yeah.
yourself with light, you do a prayer of intention and call in your guides and angels and get some lowdown. I mean,
Yes, that's right. Be ready. Be ready. When
I am
they say
ready to
sit
get
down and open up word, okay. I'm
exactly.
there. I'm there.
Exactly. No, you're a better typist than me. You could type it out. I'd be like, "Oh, hold on. I gotta type this word."
Yeah. Yeah. And hello, Selenite Junkie. Nice to see you here.
Oh,
Leah Salva, hello. And oh, and Jules Niner says, I get random people yelling at me sometimes. I jump and look around. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it can happen. I
Yeah.
started to get some voice, I mean, audible and things in my ear, and I'm like, "Huh?"
Yes.
God. I don't normally have the audio kind turned on where I hear it like I hear your voice.
Yeah.
Normally, it's just the thought voice. So
Yes.
that was a real big startle about a week ago when I started to hear like a radio station tuning in and I was hearing
Yes.
chit chat and I thought, well, this might be inconvenient.
Yes. Yeah.
We could just
Hello, Anita.
we could just keep it in the head.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, Val said earlier, yeah, when I started to get the messages and the channeling, and it was I woke up in the middle of the night
Yeah.
out of a sound sleep to someone calling me Alara. And I knew that they were talking to me, and I thought, my name's Marina. But the image that I saw in front of me was definitely someone kind of leaning over my bed, and they're calling me Alara.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. So I rolled over and went back to sleep. And I heard on my outside wall of my bedroom banging. And I again woke up, looked outside, thinking, no, I'm kind of on the second story. Like, there's no way that someone is there. No. I turn around, I go back to sleep. It happened 3 times. The third time, I got a little annoyed, and I sat up in bed and I said, okay, you want to play? Let's play. So I banged back on the wall 3 times and it stopped. And I think it was shortly after that that I got my first channeled message. And I think that banging was, hey, Alara, Marina, are you paying attention? Are
That's
you there?
exactly what it was.
Are you ready for this? You asked for this. Are you ready for this? And me banging back on the wall was, oh, she's ready. Bring it down. Come on.
I'm
Yeah.
getting chills as you're saying that. So you definitely, yeah, I got a big chills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't think that it can't happen to you. They're there. If you invite them in, be ready. Be ready, because they could start talking to you almost immediately.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. So, hey, Amanda Carrion, Magical Mermaid. Nice
Hey.
Nice to have you guys here. Thank you for sharing some of your some part of your journey with the fellow chatters, and you have the best chatters ever. Right?
Best chatters ever. You guys, I love what you say and everything you bring to the chat, and the energy and questions and what you share is so beautiful. And Messages for Lightworkers over these 2 years has gotten to be a really beautiful community of lightworkers. And having you all here, this is what we do the show for. We wouldn't be here without all of you. And our guides were the guides of Messages for Lightworkers knew what they were doing. They put it together. And they're still putting it together.
Yeah. The only thing that Val and I had to do was we each had to be open to the possibility. We each had to, we had to be open to the possibility, because the chances of our meeting when we did, how all this came about was just, again, mind-blowing. And I am grateful every single Thursday. I am grateful that I'm able to do this with Val, because it's like, oh my God.
You're giving me the chills again. I'm getting it's confirmation that this is something that is brought about by our guides and angels, creating this for all of you. This is all together. We're in unity doing this. And it's a beautiful energy. And just that to know that on the 2nd anniversary, again, they bring a topic. I go, galactics. And Marina's right there with it. So it's like, wow. I mean, I don't think in all these 2 years I've ever come in and said the word galactics.
I know.
So
I know.
How random is that? And, for you to be right there with it and in sync with it is like, what?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, we could have, because everyone has free will, when Val and I met, we could have decided not to share with each other what we shared. And these, for those of you that don't know, we did very quickly, we did a show together. We were on Scott Allen's show, and we did some political readings, and then I had Val on my channel. And after we were done, I had not told Val that I was a light worker and that I belonged to the Council of 13. Because it's not something that, hi, my name is Marina, guess what I do? It's none of that. So Val, as we're chatting after the show, and I'm thinking, I really like this woman's energy. And she mentioned something about light workers. And I distinctly heard, if she mentions it again, you better tell her. Okay. So we're talking about other different things and blah, blah, blah. And she said the word light worker again. And I said, okay, Val, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a light worker and I work with the Council of 13 and blah, 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 blah. And she says, the show, I have this show. I don't know why I put it together, but everything was
done. By putting a messages for light workers thumbnail. I said,
yes,
done this for?
yes.
I had just done it that week.
Yes.
And here we were.
Yeah.
Whoa, it all came together.
Yes, absolutely. Perfectly. So yeah, and I guess part of the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys is when you are open, when you make yourself comfortable enough to be open to what spirit wants to bring in, just know that they are not there to trick you. They are not there to make you feel bad. They are not there to test your resolve or test your belief, or they are there to help make your life better. Absolutely. So yeah, be willing to give it a try. Be willing to have faith that whatever message you are receiving is for your highest good. And just enjoy it. My goodness, it's just been a blessing in a lot of ways. It's just been a blessing.
Really has. But you're right, Marina, considering I don't think of the other side of this, that if we heard these promptings or we had these inner promptings and we didn't act on it, we didn't speak it out, we would have missed this whole opportunity. Yes. So that's a really good example of act and listen to your guidance and act upon it if you can, if you're able to, because you don't realize what doors it opens and where that's going to lead. And so, yeah, it's giving me the chills. So here we are 2 years later.
Yes, exactly. Lori Hunsinger, this is really good. She says, yeah, the topic today truly is not random. No, probably not. Dr. Gale told us months ago that we all have a personal Lyrian guide. Yeah. Yesterday, a young galactic channel got a message that a Lyrian mothership is now here.
Oh, you're giving me the chills. I just got the big chills. Woo, woo.
Lovely.
So it is all in alignment with calling on your galactic team. They could be from all the different species of or races of whatever you want to call types of galactic beings, Lyrans, Pleiadians, Arcturians, Syrians, whatever there are. Yeah, all of those. Yeah.
And the Lyrians, you'll know them because they are, they generally have lots of beautiful hair, and they are very, very loving.
Like a lion?
Loving. Like a lion, yes, like a lion. Yeah. Oh, yes, Amanda Carrion, it's 4:44. And oops, I don't have my light on here. And 4s are about clarity and decisiveness. Good things coming to fruition.
Absolutely.
Hello, joyful journey. You know what? I am feeling giddy with excitement. I really am. I'm just just so
there's so much coming. There's so much building up. And even this shine the light that you're starting along with Sherry, this thing is building, and you have so many other things, and all of us have this stuff building up, and so much is coming. And so I myself too have been in this kind of things have been coming to me to do. And just like your shine the light thing and all of that It's
Yes.
all growing, and
Yes.
somehow it's like a big cascade, like a wave of stuff. I don't even know how to
It
say
is.
it. I don't even know how to
Yes.
mention it, but I feel that excitement of
Yes.
anticipation of everything coming forward. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah,
Yeah. This
yeah,
this is it is wonderful. It
yeah.
is really, really wonderful. And again, it was one of those, when you take a moment to listen to your guides and just say, okay, fine, tell me where to go, tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. I mean,
yeah. And so yes, we had our first Shine Your Light event in November 22nd, and it was fabulous.
mhm,
And the whole concept of the Shine Your Light was that we would gather as a community, we would gather in love, light, compassion, and unity, and we would send out that light, love, compassion, and unity to everyone that needed it in the world and beyond.
mhm.
And in order to kind of facilitate the feeling of being able to do something, um, we asked you to, at 7 o'clock in your time zone, and we started on the East Coast, at 7 o'clock Eastern time zone, turn on your porch light,
Mhm.
put a light in the window, put a lamp in the window, whatever, but shine your light at 7.
Yeah.
And then we had a bunch of lovely people who joined us with different modalities, different things, explaining part of what it is that they were sharing with other people. Um, and then when it's 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, beforehand, we set the intention that this is what we're going to do. And then we asked them to join us at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we did this across Canada. And the feeling that it generated, not only for the people that were in the chat with us, but for the people that participated, it took me a couple days to come down. It was just such a brilliant, positive vibration.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that kind of group getting together, not just
Yes,
those on the screen, those in the chat, and
yes,
those watching who aren't even in the chat, but they're
yes.
just
Who watch
watching.
later?
All
Yes,
of that connection,
yeah,
that's that ripple of energy going out, and that's more like a cascade of a tidal wave.
exactly. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
that
So,
is just that's so how you build that energy up and it becomes so large, and you
yes,
get a high that stays with you. There's no doubt about that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, we're doing it again. We're doing it again on Saturday, December 21st.
Mhm.
Um, and the format is going to change a little, but the intention is going to stay the same. We're going to have more focused presenters with they're going to have a time slot so that you guys will know ahead of time who is coming on and what it is that they're going to be presenting. And we're open to all kinds of things that have to do with positivity, that
Mhm.
have to do with, shine your light, being in that good feeling, that kind of universal hug. Okay. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret, and you may have heard this before, but don't tell anyone, not quite yet. But there, we are behind the scenes working on a website that you will be able to go to get a lot of the information. And um, yeah, we'll be. I don't want to say too much on it, but you'll be able to get a lot more information, and you'll be able to go back and see who had joined us and what their presentations were and whatnot. So you will know how to get in touch with those people if there was um,
some
if there
kind of
was something,
energetic
yes,
connection. If you saw
yes,
something in them that you felt like, man, I'd
yeah,
like to reach out to them in some way, shape, or form. So I think that's a
absolutely.
beautiful thing for our community
Yes,
to gather together in that way and have that opportunity to look at that information. So a website is
yes,
excellent for tapping into all of that and keeping it
yes,
going
absolutely.
in a beautiful
And
way.
Jules Niner said for that day to wear a specific or to wear a specific color on that day too.
Yeah, I
Absolutely,
love that. That's
absolutely.
that
And hold,
solidarity and unity. I think
yeah,
that's an excellent idea.
yes,
Yeah.
and hold on to your seats, folks, because you will shortly, if not this month, but by next month, you will be able to get your own Shine Your Light t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
So
Might
that
there be
when,
some
yeah,
coffee cups coming? Or,
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yeah. But for now, it's strictly entre nous, okay?
okay.
Yeah, Sherry and I are working as hard as we possibly can to get everything
Oh,
going so
that
that
is
yeah,
awesome.
this is
Love
going
it.
to be seamless. And I love the idea of even before the fact or after the fact, to be, if there was someone that you saw um, during one of the events that
Mhm.
resonated with you, that you can go to the website and you could say, look, here's their YouTube channel. They have a website. This is how I get in touch with them. This is what their specialty is and what they do, and so on. So it will be very much a way for people
Mhm.
to find unity, to come
Yeah,
together, to
absolutely. So might
yeah.
those T-shirts be available before Christmas? Or
um Hopefully, I don't
so if
know if
somebody wanted to buy for presents, to gift some T-shirts?
I it it is being worked on. I don't know how quickly they can be delivered, but they are being worked on. So, yeah, if you check back on the community page, I'll try to keep you guys informed so that if nothing else, you can at least, if you wanted to gift someone with it, you
Give a
can take a
card, say,
picture of
"I
it.
got your Shine
Yeah,
the Light T-shirt coming," and take a
yes,
picture of it and stick it in that
yes.
card. It's being
There you
made for
go.
you right now. Boom.
So, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I did want to mention that that artist Liz, yeah, has, I mean, yes, Liz has gone through an awful lot. She's been on her own for a good long time
Mm.
and has had to deal with a lot of things. So, Liz, your participation in this community is very, very much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
Because yeah, you don't, you think your voice is small. It's not. You have no idea how much you're contributing.
That's
So,
true.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And tea garden chicken, yeah, don't worry. Extra size folks, yeah, yeah, totally. There's one of the reasons that I don't mind being a little overweight is skinny people are really easy to pick up and throw in the back of a van. You'd have a hard time doing that with me. So, you know,
Oh, man,
yeah,
that is hilarious. First of all, you're normal size. Let's
yeah,
just get that
I'm the
straight
perfect
out.
size for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm the
you
perfect
definitely
size for
are.
me.
You
Yeah,
are definitely a perfect size. So
yeah,
anyway, so and even it doesn't matter. Listen, there's a lot of us who like extra large.
yes, of
Anyway,
course.
as a
Yeah,
T-shirt, that's the size I like.
yes,
So
absolutely.
if you're gonna
Yeah.
send me a gift, everyone in the chat, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yes.
But
So,
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like touching.
Sherry, Trancing, and Sherry's channel is called Trancing with Spirit. So Sherry and I are getting together tomorrow on, we're going to do a StreamYard chat. And we'll be discussing a lot of these things. So hopefully, I'm thinking that, we should have a lot of this stuff maybe done by the weekend so that we can start promoting it a little more and then be adding to the website as things come up. But
yay, more exciting things to look forward to, everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Great things in 2025. Yeah. And yes, Maureen. Yeah, Maureen says, I'm fluffy, not fat. Yes. Yeah, me too. I'm fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy. Exactly. That's right.
Yeah. And for those of you who
perfect weight, whatever weight we are at,
yes,
is exactly the weight we need to be at the time.
That's right.
And there's nothing need to be said about that.
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And those chocolates that I'm going to eat after the show are non-fat. Non-fat. I'm just going to keep saying it. They're non-fat. They're free.
I heard, and I have a lot of faith in the things that that I hear, particularly about this. But if you eat chocolate standing up, it has no calories.
Oh, I need to stand up.
Yeah, if you eat chocolate with a friend or you share with a friend, the calories are automatically cut in half.
Oh.
White chocolate has no calories because it's white.
Oh, gosh. I am liking this. Totally liking this. I love this. I am going to remember all this.
And anytime you want to justify eating chocolate, I'm your girl. I can justify it.
That's awesome. It's awesome because, I'm a big chocolate lover too.
Yes.
I am.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your space with us. And we will see you next week. And we're just going to give you a heads up, okay? Just because it is December.
Yeah.
So we are scheduled to do a Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, which would normally come on every Wednesday. Well, this year, Christmas falls on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're not going to have an official Sisters of the Mystical Tarot show on Christmas Day. Some of the ladies may come on individually and just sort of pop up and whatnot, but we won't have a regularly scheduled show. We'll do it the following week, which is going to be January 1st. If you want to join us. We're also not going to have a Messages for Lightworkers show on Thursday, the 26th, which is Boxing Day. So I know Val is going to be traveling. I have no idea whether, I could be half sauced, but, I don't know. It depends on, how good the wine choice at Christmas is. So, I may come on at some point during the day and maybe just do a live or whatnot, but just want to give you the heads up that it's, that Wednesday, Thursday, Christmas, well, we're going to take a little time off. So just so you know. And Diana, there's always scotch. Yes,
there
on the
is.
rocks. On the rocks, please.
On the rocks. Thank you very much. I'm a purist.
Yeah. And New Year's Eve, right now, I have to talk to David and Gary because we are scheduled to do taco time. It's Tuesday, so I don't know if the boys they might want to spend time with their wives, on New Year's Eve. I don't know why, but apparently they like their wives. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. But January we're back to the regular schedule. But
yeah.
So there you go. There's your heads up, and just keep checking the community page because that's where you're going to find out a little more about the Shine Your Light event part 2. And I think we're going to make it a monthly event.
Oh,
yeah. So it'll be something that the more of us that get together, the more of us that stay in that positive light and love and send that energy out, folks, we can move mountains.
And being in that kind of energy, in that group, you are going to be raising your frequency, and it will stay with you. And if you do this once a month, you're going to build up that higher frequency even further. So it's just going to build on itself. It's going to. So yeah, it's good for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Val, my dear, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you.
I wouldn't want to spend this with anyone but you.
Thank you. And same here. I feel the same.
Thank you. And Jen Bowles, how about a tip a few and tarot show? Could happen.
Yeah.
Could happen. You never know. And thank you again, all of you, for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. And have a wonderful rest of the day. All right. Take care, all. Bye.